Aloha, friends and family, and welcome back to the channel. Are we noticing all the different groups out there? All the different groups of duality out there are picking their sides. And ultimately, if we trace it back, if we go further than opinions, if we go further than politics, if we go to the root of the polarity, we will find that it's actually, probably, likely, a god, a deity. Right? Because we have all these different groups, right? And at their root, there is a deity, and they think to themselves, we are fighting for the cause of our deity. So that is our justification to be ignorant. That's our justification for being in duality. That is our justification for picking up the sword against our brother or sister or child or anybody else in the way. So we've talked about this before a little bit, that when a group of people consent and agree to a particular God, a particular form of God, a particular name of God, then that creates an egregor. And the egregor is made up of elementals. I'm not going to go deep into this other than to say we're dealing with the invisible world when it comes to the egregors and the deities and the elementals that make up the egregors and the deities, right? So the humans on the other side of all that, here in physicality, they just figure, we're just going with our belief. We're going with the deity we chose, or we're going with the side that we are on. And so they've given themselves, and most of them don't know this still. Most people are still too asleep to know much of anything about anything. But they've given themselves to these egregors. And so in a spiritual sense, we could almost say this is a battle of these egregors. This is a battle of these deities, but they use human groups of collective consciousness to perform the perform the duality, perform the play. So who's guilty and who's innocent? Which deity is right and which one's wrong? See that it never ends. It never ends when you're in duality, because the one side will always think that it's right and the other side's wrong, and vice versa. Instead of the people within the mass consciousness of those groupings, whatever they may be, it spills into politics, it spills over into everything. Almost every human being on this planet is now a cult member of some kind, in some kind of collective consciousness of duality, of picking a side and thinking that they're right because they picked the right side when they're all wrong. They're all wrong. Pick the center. choose I am within you. Within you is center. Now you're going towards center. Now you're moving away from polarity and duality to what is. And what is reality. What is reality. So as they battle, as they duel, as they polarize to their side, they're going to have conflict. But see, what's interesting on the earth now is it seems like all the dualities out there that exist, all the polarities out there that exist are now splitting further to their polarities. Which again, it's only going to lead to dueling, right? It's only going to lead to ignorant, stupid human co-creation of fighting and grasping an opinion forming. You know, the more polarized everything gets, the more opinionated NPCs get, right? And so they, again, maybe their side is their opinion. Maybe they don't follow a deity. They don't believe in God. Because they think those deities and those egregors are God. Again, something outside of themselves. They have not awakened the I am within themselves. So maybe it's just their opinion. But it gets more and more and more polarized until if they get near another person with the same polarity, but at the other end of the spectrum, now these people are ready to fight. Now these people are ready to duel. Now these people are ready to battle. For what again? Why again? Your opinion. Your opinion. It's so great within your own sight that you're ready to fight and potentially kill other people over your stupid, shallow, human intellect opinion. So that's how dumb planets can get when they're based in duality. That's how ignorant a planet of people can get. And so a big cleanup, a big cleaning, a big shaking, a big awakening is long overdue. And so here we find ourselves in the middle of it, or we could say here the NPCs find themselves in the middle of, again, Armageddon. Armageddon, the battle of the deities, the battle of the gods. Only possible with human participation. Remove human participation from the equation and you have no Armageddon. You have no battling deities or egregors. So are they not then human created? Are they not then a product of human collective consciousness? So they're not real in and of themselves. They become real when humans create them. Just like ideas get created. Just like thoughts get created. And then you have people acting practically not on their own free will, right? You're not really acting on your own free will. You're acting on behalf of the egregor. And your opinion that your ego holds so dearly. And this see, we're seeing it in the macrocosm, which is kind of scary, right? Because where we really need to see it is on the microcosm. We need to have the battle of Armageddon within our own selves. We need to have this battle within our own selves and come out victoriously. I am free and awakened, and realizing nobody needed to be killed, but your ego certainly needed to be subdued for the greater self. It is merely a very small part of the multi-dimensional self. So we stand, we hold the light, we hold the frequency. All of you that have already crossed over into reality from illusion, from duality, from opinion, from dueling, from fighting. We hold the ground. We're grounding in the frequency of reality, heaven on earth. We found it within, and it shall manifest without. That's why this place is getting shaken, in some cases, to pieces, right? Just know this, people of the light, that Mother Earth is for us, not against us. We are working with the law, not against it. And so the law is working for us. Stay centered. Stay great. We leave you in the love, unity, and light of the infinite Creator.
Next hour, you're gonna hear a live set recording of Nordlight from Hamburg, who released their CD on Spintress Records. Thanks to Daydin and Ready Snack for their support. And if you also want to do a donation for Ambient Radio, please visit the